Good morning. Happy Friday. I know it's a little bit early, a day earlier than I had traditionally, and 2 days earlier than I have been lately, but I'm not going to be out on the lake on Sunday. And tomorrow I will most likely have my brother with me. We may make a short video just so that y'all can meet him, but as it stands right now, I am sitting in the middle of pirate-like fog. In fact, I'll give you all a view. You ready? And it's kind of cold as balls out this morning, which is why I've got my swim jacket on. I believe the thermometer said 50 degrees when I put in, and that was like an hour ago. Now that the sun's up, it might be up to 53, 52. I'm not sure. But this layer of fog is keeping the temperature brisk. And I'm only wearing my swim shorts, no socks, no pants. Yeah, so chilly. Today's going to be an interesting day. After I come off the lake, I'm going and meeting my old boss at a coffee shop up in Jamestown for coffee. And then I'm going to be busting my hump because I go back to work at 6 tonight for teardown. But that gives me Saturday and Sunday, so I have every intention of spending all day tomorrow finishing up editing Coraline Zephyroth, the hard copy anyways. I'm halfway through Tarek and Quent's storyline. I should have that done tonight-ish. And then that just leaves Hajib Nafir and Kimshira's storyline. And that shouldn't take me very long. But after that, it's all going to be putting it into the computer or tablet, as the case may be. And yes, I am a company man now, and I am still employed there. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Because things were interesting with my bestie this week. I had an absolutely abysmal day on Tuesday when I had to be a responsible adult, and nature did not cooperate, and that's all I'm going to say about that, because if my children or my bestie ever watch this, they'd never look at me the same. They'd never feel the same way about me. And I don't want their little hearts broken because I love them too much. So, yeah, we're going to leave it at that. But, yeah. I've got a lot of work to do, honestly, with Tarek and Quent's storyline. More with Quent and his exploration and his time traveling Glendar, but also the interactions between Tarek and Celestria, his war mage. Well, no, his magical advisor, because she didn't go to Beth's sale. She attended Lilia, and I did not get a world building section out on Wednesday because I was tired as balls. Work has been kicking my butt. I've just been wound so tight and getting ready for school in, less than just over a week, about a week from today. I have to do a 3 o'clock transfer student class, and that's after spending Thursday with my absolutely amazing art goddess and her release of her comic book, which I'm so psyched about. I'm so happy for her. You can check out her link on Facebook in my comments. Also, last week I had mentioned that I was going to be promoting other artists. The way that I had talked up Matt Dinneman and Sound Booth Theater the week prior. I kind of didn't elaborate, and there was a link in the comments that may or may not have made sense. So I will elaborate now. Again, I apologize for the twitching. It's cold. It's windy. It's not like super windy, but it's breezy enough that this fog is moving along. But anyways, for those of you nerds out there who follow Min-Maxed, there's a whole group of them, including Sellsword Arts, featuring Clark, Megan, and David, Bluminex, Jack the Whipper, and a couple of others that are just not coming to me at present. But in one way or another, all of them have had an influence kind of directly because of their talents and their abilities. I've used them as points of reference and almost research points on their different areas of expertise. And so I am putting their links in my comments because they've inspired me, they've influenced me, and they are freaking amazing individuals. And I highly recommend, especially for all my nerdies, that you go and check them out and give them a like and follow as well. Now, none of this is been solicited. This is not being paid. This is me as a nerdy artist, giving credit where credit's due. So, yeah, the Min-Max group, check them out. I will definitely be throwing up their link. They are also on YouTube. So, yeah. Tarek and Quint, Celestria, and also Krevitz, the Elf King's new spy master. There's a whole storyline going on within the chapters about him. It's spilling over and affecting G-Man. It's affecting Gordon and Soul. It's dabbling slightly into Daneric and Isadora. Hint with Lysandra, although that will probably be redressed in this final edit. But yeah, so the pureblood elf who is working for the half-blood Elf King. Yeah, that's a whole storyline in and of itself that is going to be gradually developing and coming into fruition, especially in books 5 and 6, and being prominent in 7 and 8. Yes, the series will have 8 books, one way or another. They may not come out as quickly as I'd like because I've got bits of chapters for 5 written, almost nothing in 6, 7, and 8. So, these last 4 books I actually have to write. They weren't piecemealed together the way that 1 through 4 have been. So, between that and getting my master's degree in biochemistry with minors in physics and molecular genetics, I am going to be self-publishing. I am also planning on starting to save up to self-publish hard copies. I'm going to be picking my Art Goddess's brain a little bit at her event to see how she went about doing what she did. Probably be doing a fair amount of research, but I will definitely be doing her cover art, a limited release, at least of the first 4 books. And we'll see where that takes me. So yeah, be looking out for that. And then next week will probably be my season finale, because I will be going back to school on like the 31st of August officially, completely, totally, live and in person. I might do a holiday special from the woods on Labor Day, because me brother and our nerd crew are planning on going camping out at the family property. So yeah, that's going to be interesting and exciting. I just ordered my new camping gear for that, so we'll see how everything pans out there. And then, like I said, Hajib, Kanshira, and Nafir, their storylines are definitely shaping up to be interesting. Nafir's is kind of branching off from Hajib and Kanshira as he comes into his own and starts to realize that there is life outside of serving his chiefess and in being his own individual and trying to find his place in a whole new society. So that I'm probably going to talk about a little bit more. I'm been doing a fair amount of research on various and sundry drugs, especially with ours, and how they affect the brain chemistry and the body. And so adapting that, as well as alcohol, to the world of Terra, which will probably end up being a world-building installation, even though I did write a little bit about it not too long ago. But anyways, I am not out here by myself. Again, there's some dude standing up in his kayak fishing over there. So yeah, look forward to the season finale next weekend and a possible special edition tomorrow, as well as Labor Day weekend. And once again, just remember that I am under no obligation to make sense to you. Thanks so much, and have a great and safe weekend.